Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. We're back at the little sketchbook today, having fun, doing an ink and wash of some, painting brushes. You can grab whatever you have. You have a jar that's kind of clear or maybe it's solid. I'm just showing you my technique and how I would paint it really simply. I give you a reference photo, but no necessarily. The reference photo actually has acrylic brushes in them. And I just took that, I just really like the red rim and clear glass jar, and I just took that idea and ran with it and just put maybe some of my paintbrushes in there but changed the colors up. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. But this is just a fun little sketchbook, addition. If you're kind of stumped on what to paint, I'm giving you ideas to have fun with it. So let's go. So for this tutorial, I'm using my little small sketchbook from Tumarta. This is the one I've been using. It's little cute little sketches. We've got some of these tutorials in here on YouTube, like this one, the one before that, and this one we just did a little while ago of the ink and wash. And I thought, let's do another ink and wash. And I give you a reference photo, but you can make up your own stuff. If you have like a container at home that you like, that you use, these are things and ideas that you can play around with. And it's just practicing drawing, it's practicing painting. And that's what a sketchbook is all about. Or just like ideas that you want to put together, right? So maybe you want to do a series of like cards and you're like, okay, I want to do cards of birds, etc., or whatever. So this is that 4x6 sketchbook. I love it. It's 100% cotton. It's great. The link is in my Amazon shop. And this is just a little picture of paintbrushes in a jar. Now these ones are actually acrylic paintbrushes. You can just change it out to make, watercolor brushes. You can kind of look at your brushes, look at your jar painting that you have, right? So I can just look at these like here, and I can just take out the brushes that I have here. So simple jar shape. So I'm taking my pencil. You can always slow down my video, by the way. Just a line down and a curve for the opening of this jar. And it's just a simple jar. It's going out here a little bit and then down. And then of course the curve. And if you want to kind of just put one here, it makes you help to show the curve, like the little oval. Same thing with this. And then of course for the paintbrushes, they would kind of come down here, a little skinny, and these ones are like really big. They could be acrylic. It could be acrylic brushes in here. And then you could do pencils or watercolor brushes. I'm going to put some other brushes in here. I mean, remember, you have to follow through with the lines here, right? Even the crisscrossing. Look at the brush that you have here. It kind of goes bigger than small. And then, of course, the ferrule, and then, of course, the brush head. So I'll put in my watercolor brushes. It was an idea. Maybe you don't see any watercolor brush canisters like this, and you can just kind of put yours in. You can kind of fake it till you make it, right? Maybe just follow, like I said, follow what this brush looks like. So it's kind of like goes out, comes down, going over there. I'm just using my pencil for now. I'll go and change it, and of course there's the brush, and then a smaller one could be hiding here of a long round. Again, another brush here, long round, etc., etc. And then put like one back here that goes straight down. It can be a flat wash brush. You can have a big flat wash brush here. There's the ferrule. It goes down, and then like that. You see that? And then of course the table could kind of cut through here. Now this jar doesn't have to be see-through. It could be solid, and you wouldn't see all these things, right? Of course, this part is solid, so I would erase this part. And then for like the ink part, I love to use a Sharpie pen. You can use a micron pen. Make sure that it's permanent. I'll find my Sharpie pen here. It has to say permanent marker. Let me make sure this one's a good one. Some of them are not good. And then just going to go over your drawing, like here, like so. You know, see, this one's not good. I don't know what to do with my good one. I have like a million of them. Oh, here we go. Just putting in all the little details with the brush. It'd be kind of cool if you do the little lines like this. See what I'm saying? with a brush. Make it loose and fun. Look at that. Stylize your drawing, right? And go down. Make sure you're following through, like I said. Like that. This one kind of goes out and then comes down, and you're following through. If you don't follow through where it goes down into the jar, it's going to kind of look strange. You see what I'm saying? And here's like the flat wash, kind of funky brush. This one's going to go bigger, go way down. Here we got this one. We can make this one another flat wash brush or almost like an acrylic brush. Again, follow through. You want to follow through just like you would for flowers in like a bouquet. And we're going to go here. We'll add some little lines and make some little, put a dagger brush in there, put a round oval brush in there. All the good things. I have a line here. I'm going to put another brush kind of sticking out here. Following through. Some following through here. It's really cute, isn't it? This is such a great idea for an entry in your sketchbook. So you're observing. Oh, the line should be a little bit more here. And you listen, you can see how mine's not perfect. I'm just going to go down here. All this fun drawing. Put the oval. And of course the table back here. Right? All these good things to draw. You could add a little more finesse with some lines here. All that fun stuff. Make it make sense, right? And I always give it a couple minutes after I use the ink, no matter what, before I start to erase any of my lines. And why is that? Is because sometimes it can even bleed, even though it says it's permanent. It can be a little tricky. So I love this kind of eraser. This is that kneaded eraser. And no shavings. I don't like a shaving kind of situation. So then we can play around with, you can theoretically just paint this color, kind of, brush handle that you see. Or you can make it fun and change it up and have some colors, right? So when you erase it, you'll see what you're missing. You can just fill in the parts. Connect all those things. Ink and wash is so much fun. It is. It's just a lot of fun. And maybe I'll put another brush kind of going down here. And then you just grab the watercolors that you have. I always like to give my little spritz and my little palette here. So I'm not even going to watch this. I'm just going to go back in here. It's just like, you look online to see photographs and things that really kind of strike you like, oh, this would be kind of fun to paint. And I'm thinking, yes, this would be fun to paint. All that good stuff. I'm just going to grab a simple brush. I had a 10 or an 8 round. Here's the 10 round. This is perfect. Or even an 8 round. It's kind of a small picture. One of the two. Velvet Touch series. And again, you can get real technical with this. You're painting the ferrules and the brushes. I'm using Sienna and burnt umber. Little Payne's gray. For your brushes like this. Or you can put some paint on them. They can have color on them. It doesn't have to be this perfect little thing. I'm going to grab some ultramarine blue. You can make it bright. Here's cerulean blue. Let's have some fun with this. Putting that through. Make some colors. It looks more interesting than the realistic way that we have. A little bit of red. And some of the red, we can keep the red kind of on our little rim there because it was really kind of bright and fun, right? Greens, get some yellow and some Prussian blue, make some fun green. Why does it have to be always the serious kind of color tones? Why can't we have fun with it? right? So pinks, reds, oranges. I have cadmium red light. I can add a little yellow and make orange. Whatever colors you like. They could be all like monotone, by the way. Doesn't even have to have color. This can be an exercise in doing some shadows, all that good stuff. I think it's fun to play with things. You don't have to keep it all the same. Got some of that pink color. Ooh, where can we put that? Pink would be, nope. Nope, I started to put it there and I'm like, nope. Don't like it there. I'm gonna try and remove it. It might get stuck there. I might add a different color. I think I'm gonna put purple there, but I'm gonna put pink kind of over here. Follow through with that. What will I have the one in the middle be? I don't know. It could be anything. Maybe have some purple. So ultramarine blue and pink. Make purple. Like I said, I'm having fun with this. I don't have to have specific colors. And you can get serious by putting in some brownish red ones like you see the actual Princeton brushes are. So I added some red to my brown. And yes, there they go. Right, put some back here. And there's one standing back there. Maybe we make a gray. So ultramarine blue and burnt sienna. Give it a gray color. It's up to you. Have fun with it. The ferrules are kind of gray. These things right here. Is that what they call them, ferrules? I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it all wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. You can just laugh at me. Ellen said it all wrong again. Oh no. Sorry, guys. So I'm adding some ultramarine blue and burnt sienna to make that wonderful gray. I like to water it down, tap on my paper towel, and I'll put that color here. And I'll leave the white in between, like in the middle. See how I'm leaving a white space in between and painting on each end? There's a reason for that. And we have that here. And then, of course, I'm going to go back in here. Let's see. I was just an orange color or yellow. Kind of throw this in here. Kind of cute. And we got another color back here. Maybe more yellowish. Orange again. We already have that here. We can kind of put one shading of that orangey color we just did. Because you don't want this flat color. We're going to make the grays a little bit darker. See? Ultramarine blue and burnt sienna. Right out of the tube. A little thicker. Thicker gray. And we make that color right here, the shadow. We can play with all this stuff. Isn't that great? So, of course, the brush part, it could be just brown or you could add some color to it. I had burnt umber, but I added Prussian blue by accident instead of burnt sienna. I mean, sorry, instead of Payne's gray. Got a little funky. So here we can add a little darker color of the brown on the brush part. We can make it lighter, light beige. Some of them are like orangey looking. I do have them like this one. It's a blue. See, they are colorful, some of them. I put some orange there. So it could be part of the select family. Right? Some of them are black. But we can have fun playing with this colors. Let's make some pinky red. I wouldn't necessarily do green. This is already coming out so cute, and it's just a little picture. Right? There we go. For the jar, I'm just going to clean up a lot of this mess. Blue, gray, so ultramarine blue and burnt sienna again. Or if you want to make it like a ball jar, but really it's not, so I'm just going to use the grays. And I'm just going to put like the color like this. We're here on the side, down below, around to the edge here. We'll get a deeper color by adding in thicker paint. So it's the consistency is almost like butter, which means it's almost like barely any water. See, we can add a little deeper color around the edges and around that oval area. Get a little bit lighter on the bottom, as you see in the photograph. You can play around with these colors a little bit. Water it down and go over our little brushes. And we can use some of this grays to kind of go under some of these that are kind of on top of each other, giving them a shadow. Go back to our little ferrule here, adding the little deeper gray color on both sides. So it seems the illusion that it's rounded just on each edge of this part. Adding a little here. You know, we're getting super detailed for something that's just a cute little painting. But that's how we do it. And then depending what color table you're going to have, you can keep it white, you can make it brown. Let's have fun. Grab some burnt sienna. Just kind of put the brown through on this side and a little bit lighter inside here. Obviously it's going to come through all of this. Right? It's on a brown table. We wait for that to dry and we can add a nice shadow. And you can just leave it white up here. Kind of cute, sweet, pretty. Really simple. So once it's dry, I'll go back over with a little deeper brown again. Depending where I want the shadow to be. I'll use more blue. I'm actually adding ultramarine blue to get more gray kind of tone. On this side, I'm looking to add more blue here. Right? A little brown back here. Looks more interesting. And then, of course, get the deeper gray color. Like I talked about a million times. If this is not dark enough, kind of going on the side. Just little taps. Again, it's just going to add more dimensionality to your picture. And with the browns too, get a little bit deeper on some of these. And like the purples, all those things, you make the colors a little bit darker. I'm going to grab my ultramarine blue and rose and make the purple deeper. Kind of here on the side. It's just going to add a little more something to it, you know? I mean, it's cute. Let's just play with it. Adding a little more ultramarine blue or even cerulean blue. See that? It just punches it up a little bit more instead of being this boring thing. Grab my lovely pink. And then that's it. Really simple, sweet, fun little addition to my sketchbook. If I want to add some color in the background, I can do that too. You can play around with doing all these good things here. I might make this a little bit darker. It dried. Kind of strange, but you know, we got these two colors that are fighting each other, so they make this great granulated color. And I'll add some more depth kind of on this jar itself. Back here and here. All the good stuff, even in this little rim here. And that's that. Fill in some dark colors back here where the shadows would be on these some of these brushes. Isn't that cute? It would make a great card, you know, if you have a friend who likes to paint also. You can maybe put little party hats on them, I don't know, for birthday, or just like thank you, or I don't know, to give it to somebody that you love. These are fun to play with, these kind of ideas. Just adding a little more depth on my table. It's up to you if you want to do things like this. I think it's kind of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. You can slow down the video, see how I drew everything. And let me see, my green needs a little bit more color in here, emphasize. And you just, like I said, you put that one wash down and you kind of go back in and add a little more shadows, a little more depth with a deeper color. See how I'm doing here with the green? And it looks like things are in front of it. Lots of fun. So you can write on there, happy painting. I hope you enjoy this. Have fun with it. Have fun painting different things in your book. Why not, if you have a small book and you want to just learn how to paint, just paint things around your house. You got paintbrushes, you got paints, you got pencils and paper, you got, I don't know, paint, and it'd be kind of cool to draw some scissors, you know, a jar full of like kitchen utensils, things like that. You could do a whole book on kitchen items. It'd be so cool, right? Or foods that you love. I'm just giving you ideas for things to paint. And you can be a whole series of foods you love or wines that you love. You name it. Have fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you hit the bell notification button to know my tutorial is up. And if you really enjoy my videos, maybe consider joining my Patreon. The link is in the description box. You can cancel and join anytime. I have real extensive stuff over there and interesting things that are not on YouTube, more extensive. And we have a Facebook group where we share our stuff and ideas and things like that and techniques. And that's that. So thank you so much. Take care and have a great day.